we move on to the interesting part of the meeting, where I'm thinking to myself, is it possible to be extemporaneous at table topics, well prepared and yet delivered without notes? Well, definitely delivered without notes, but well extemporaneous. You know what? I think you can, because instead of getting ready, you can stay ready. And in that respect, you'll be extemporaneous. So the table topics today are going to be run a little bit differently, and we're going to have shotgun evaluations. And to introduce the concept of shotgun evaluations for table topics, I'd like to introduce April Soon. April loves the renewal of spring with its birth of fresh possibilities, and you're about to hear about one today. April.
Thank you, Pat. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my great honor to introduce shotgun evaluations. Some of you are very experienced. You've been around. This is not your first rodeo. Hands up, how many have heard and done shotgun evaluations before? Okay, there's only 3. Okay, what we're going to be doing is Muriel is going to be running table topics. She'll give short, sweet questions, and you will have to extemporaneously, if I pick you, do a 1-minute evaluation immediately after the table topic speaker. Is that scary? You thought you were might have gotten picked to do table topics. You might get picked to do a table topic evaluation right away. Talk about heart pounding, talk about really upping the bar. You guys are masters of evaluation. I expect that you will wrap up when you see Muriel's red light at 45 seconds. She has been given permission to mute you exactly at 1 minute. Muriel, are you ready for this? She was really.
I am.
She's going to be a very busy person. I
Yes.
really don't want to see anybody muted. You'll all get a chance to try this. With 45 seconds, I suggest 1 recommendation, 1 suggestion, 1 recommendation. Sandwich technique, nothing fancy. Okay? Any questions? Everybody looks scared.
You've explained that well. Okay, our topics master for today is the Queen of Table Topics in this club, Muriel Shabazz. Muriel, take it away.
Good day to each and every one of you. Happy St. Patrick's, belated St. Patrick's. Boy, but look on your faces. We need someone to take a picture of those scared looks. But anyway, Pat Caslin, our Toastmaster, has given us the theme for today's meeting, renewal. John, Scott, Oliver, what activity makes you feel renewed? Scott?
Hello, Toastmasters. Muriel, Table Topics Master. What makes me feel renewed? Well, I would tell you that the most renewing thing for me is a walk in the woods. It's not that I'm John Muir, somebody who could do it extemporaneously. I'm just one of those people that likes to get out in the woods, breathe the fresh air, and then mess it up just a little bit with a cigar. Stink up the place when nobody else is around to complain about it, to work me over and tell me that I'm doing something wrong, and enjoy the moment of a little bit of a tobacco high, and then quietly mosey on back up a neighborhood street after extinguishing safely my cigar because I live in a fire district. And I'm renewed. I'm fired up. I'm ready to roll. So a cigar in the woods is something I would do for a regular renewal event. Now, if you really wanted to add to it and feel directly renewed, do it with a friend. Fellow Toastmasters.
Okay, we're going to make this a little easier because Victoria has done this before. Guess what, Victoria, you're number 1 for our shotgun evaluations.
Lucky me, Madam Evaluator. Scott, let me just say, what I loved was you created a visual for us of walking, of the cigar, even an olfactory visual of stinking the place up. The great thing I think you could do even better, keep your eye on the camera. Now you're a visual learner, so you look up. I know you were seeing either the smoke go up, you were seeing yourself walking, but as much as you can, keep your eye on the camera. And when you create that visual and just use your hands, you see that stinky smoke going up? That is what I love. I'm in a fire district. I've got to be careful. When you do all of that, that would be even better. Madam Evaluator.
Take it away,
John
Muriel.
White. John White. Renewal can lead to a greater and deeper experience of life. What are your thoughts on that, John?
I like the idea. I don't know that I fully incorporated it or lived it. I'm at an age where at times, with COVID and everything and the body not being what it once was, that I'm not thinking of renewal, but the slow march towards the end. And so while there is much to smoke about and, forest to be in, I'm worried about spraining my ankle, not being able to light the cigar properly. It's not the kind of cigar I like. So anyway, I like the renewal to know that where I am right now, there's areas for improvement and growth and enjoyment. I like the notion. I am reminded that there's a discipline involved. It isn't easy. It's more than a word. So I'm starting to meditate. I'm doing more Toastmasters meetings than is healthy because I'm so damn committed. I will help Toastmasters. So yeah, I like renewal. I like it and I will live it. But if you see me on the sideline, despondent, smoking a cigar, just give me an attaboy and get me back on the road, would you? Thank you.
That was a fun one. Okay, this is not like a room where people are looking away to avoid doing it. Carol, you're next.
John, I love your humor and the various images and the pull and push I thought was really strong. I want to renew. I got to hang on. I'm too old, but maybe if I meditate, I'm going to stand over here on the sidelines. Pull me back. I loved that pull and push. I noticed a couple double clutches. A couple times you said, I, so be aware of that. Also maintain eye contact with the camera for the connection, because I thought this was a very enjoyable and human and honest example, and I can relate to it. Thank you. Back to you, Madam Table Topics Master.
All right, Lily, may I call on you? Please unmute. Lily, please complete this. I feel renewed when I feel renewed when
I go to LA Fitness, when I dance in a Zumba class. Usually after a day, I'm exhausted, I'm tired, I just wanted to relax. However, I know I need to go to the Zumba class. Whenever I go there, the music is up, and then you can see the instructor shaking the body, and then you feel automatically immersed in that music and the shaking, and it's amazing. When I listen to the music, it's very uplifting, and you don't have to be a perfect dancer. You just move wherever you could, and you would feel you are energized, you are young. Sometimes with the music, you even feel you are sexy again. It's an amazing renewal process, and I love it. So I feel renewed when I go to LA Zumba class, especially during the lockdown. I haven't been there for almost 2 years. So I'm finally was able to go back. Back to you, table topic master.
Thank you, Lily. And who would be our next? Zan, would you like to try this?
Thank you, Table Topics Master, fellow Toastmasters, and especially Lily. I enjoyed your speech so much. You had so much enthusiasm. Your smile is worth $1 million. We're a part of the same 90210 group, and I haven't seen that smile before. So whatever you brought to this, bring to your other speeches to lighten them up, because you're just so watchable and so lovable. It was hard to find anything to critique at all, because it was so clear. It was full of jubilance and effervescence and great body language, great eye contact. I suppose if I had to give you one little gift of constructive criticism, would be to maybe do a call to action at the end to say, what's your Zumba? What are you going to do? Or if you've been afraid of Zumba, don't be, because this is why. And I think we'll do it. So thanks, and back to you, Table Topics Master.
Mary Pryor, are you able to unmute, Mary?
Madam Table Topics Master, we don't have any more time. Sorry.
Oh.
I think that we have a little bit of time left at the end if we're to, so if you want to do a couple more, if that's all right with everybody, unless somebody pressed to finish 10:17, I think that we were enjoying this. So should we do two more quick ones?
It's up to you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Mary Pryor. I am worth knowing because, finish that for me, Mary. I am worth knowing because.
Madam Table Topics Master and fellow Toastmasters, Muriel, I am worth knowing because I am an interesting person and I am a people person. I love getting to know people and their interests and what they are professionally involved with, like Toastmasters. There are many, many interesting people in Toastmasters. It is an organization that I love, among many others. And when you are involved with many organizations, you get to know people from all walks of life, interesting people who add to your not only involvement in whatever organizations, but add to your life. They spice up and add variety to your life. It is such a pleasure being here on this earth with all the beauty that we have to enjoy that was created by our Creator, and to meet and greet and be involved with so many different types and interesting people. Back to you, Madam Table Topics Master.
Wow, she has a lot of passion. Just a word to the wise, Vincent. You have just walked into a shotgun evaluation, but I'm not going to pick you yet. I'm going to pick my namesake, April. Whoops, unmute, please.
Sorry. You and I know renewal because our names are April and we are authorities in this matter. Now, my hat is off, as you can tell, to both Lily and Mary, because they were embodying in their own fashions exactly what things are renewing. Mary and her thirst to get to know other Toastmasters. Thanks, Mary. I like getting to know you too. And Lily, with getting out there, getting the emblazing sweat glow going. You two have it. Those two boys are missing out. And listen, you two, Scott and John, you gotta rethink what you're doing. Getting out in the world, fine, taking a walk. Maybe that's good, maybe it's not. John, watch your step. You don't want to tip over. But boys, smoking. No, you are doing the world a disservice and yourselves a disservice. So knock it off. Thanks.
Last one, Judith Ferber. Renewal can also, renewal can also mean being extemporaneous. Where have you been extemporaneous in your life, Judith?
Madam Table Topic Master, I am seldom extemporaneous. I generally like to think through events that I am embarking on. I found that being extemporaneous did not work for me in the past, because if I think something very quickly, it may not work out exactly the way I expect to be. So I like to think through things. Sometimes thinking through things also not such a great idea. So there is a conflict here that I have, being extemporaneous and thinking things through, which sometimes takes a too long time. And extemporaneous means what? Being spontaneous or doing something on the moment, which I also enjoy doing. So sometimes I do this and sometimes I do that. I am not really consistent in one way or another, but I think both have their advantages, and being extemporaneous, spontaneous, or thinking through the project. Thank you, Madam Table Topic Master.
Judith is a master, obviously, of extemporaneously adding extemporaneous throughout her speech, keeping our extemporaneous grammarian busy. Vincent, you were here for the whole thing for Judith. Would you please give us your shotgun evaluation? You have 45 seconds before the red goes on. You will be muted at 1 minute.
This comes like a shotgun indeed. I think, Judith, you handled this well. I'm not quite sure if you were aware of what this word means, but sometimes we need to go into, just jump into the water, try to swim, try not to drown, and make the best out of it. I felt that you had a meaningful answer to perhaps a non-meaningful question. And I commend you on this. And to be honest, I did not really pay that much attention to your speech to be able to give you a shotgun evaluation, because I just connected, and I was not aware that I had to give you a shotgun evaluation, which I think at Master Evaluation is a wonderful thing. I'm really happy that you have implemented this, because this keeps us and this your truth truly on the ball.
I'm
Thank you,
sorry, but I
Vincent.
couldn't stop him. And he took 116.
Vincent, you bad boy. I even gave you warning. I didn't give anybody else a warning. Anyway, Pat, would you like me to do my evaluation of the shotgun evaluators now?
Yes, let's do that. And you've got 3 minutes to do that.
I'm going to try to do it in quicker.
Fantastic.
Fellow Toastmasters, I'm going to take a page out of your book. I learned from you about, wow, what I loved about the shotgun evaluations, opportunities to raise the evaluations to the next level, and what's in it for the audience, the takeaway message. What I loved, every single one of our evaluators, except one, was enthusiastic. Well, no, he was still enthusiastic, but specific. They gave specific recommendations and specific things that were great. They used body language, every single one. They were enthusiastic. I love the words that Zan used, jubilant effervescence, the call to action. What I think could have elevated the evaluations was digging a little deeper, finding something, for instance, using you, we, and us to connect better with the audience, to use all 5 senses, colors and textures and feelings, scents, to connect better with the audience, because we all do either visual or we're auditory or we're kinesthetic. Takeaway? The takeaway is most of you got to take part in a shotgun evaluation where you have to pay attention, not just to being asked a question and then relax. You might be called to do an evaluation very quickly. That was the takeaway today. Thank you. Back to you, Pat.
Thank you.